Well, hi Capricorns, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of this reading. So Capricorns, what can you expect to come up in your life? Wow, a lot of swords. Wow, look at all the swords, Capricorn. What's going on here? So the overall energy of your reading here is the Five of Swords. Looking back at somebody. You're getting truth, you're getting clarity. That's what swords are, truth and clarity. And a lot of times through conversation, but however you're getting them, you're looking back at somebody. There's somebody you haven't gotten off your mind. You've got most of the truth and clarity, not all of it. There's still a couple of swords laying on the ground. Let's find out why this card is surrounding your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy, the Knight of Swords. These are the two highest energy cards in your reading. The Knight of Swords, that's fast moving. This is a very actionable card. It's moving forward. It's rushing forward with your sword of truth and clarity up in the air. It's like, tell me the truth. It's like, I'm moving forward. I'm getting the truth. One way or another. I feel like this either is happening or has happened. And I think that's why you're looking back at them. I think you might have rushed forward about truth and clarity, and there might be a separation. But I can change my mind at any time. Pepper, no. 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 My dog. She's being weird today. I don't know. So next to the Knight of Swords is the Magician. So the Magician, there's the infinity symbol. It's a symbol of knowing and intuition. It's right next to the Knight of Swords. So you had a feeling that there was something that you needed to know, and you got it. I think you got it out of them by looking at these. With all these swords, it's like truth and clarity is everywhere. And so I think you kind of had a gut feeling about something. So you came forward and you manifested the truth. You got the truth, okay? And you got the clarity. This also, besides being a card of intuition and knowing and manifesting, which you actually did, because it's right next to the Knight of Swords, or about to do, is you have this table in front of you. And this table has a big cup of love. It has a pentacle. It has a wand of security and of fresh starts and new beginnings. And it also has a sword of truth and clarity. So I feel like you have everything it takes. But there was something nagging at your intuition here, which made you come forward. It also made you go on guard, because that sword is up. I've got the King of Swords next to the Magician. Your sword went up. It's your intuition was telling you something, you needed to get some truth. And you do. You rush in there and you're like, tell me, I need to know. And so you're in self-protection mode here. Male or female? King of Swords. Swords. King of Swords is air energy. Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Might be strong around your chart, or might be strong around somebody else's chart around this reading. But your sword is up, and this is a sword of self-protection, of truth and clarity, and that's exactly what I see what's going on here. So you're looking back here at whoever it is that you needed to seek this truth and clarity from. The Sun is under the Knight of Swords. This is new beginnings, fresh starts with joy, love. It's a beautiful card in the tarot deck. You had, whoever this was or is, okay, that you're looking back at, you associate them with the sun. They brought you happiness. They brought you joy and a new beginning here. But something else got in the way. So you rush in there and you're seeking this truth and clarity about whatever it is that's bothering you with this other person. And on the other side of the Five of Swords is the Ace of Swords, right under the King of Swords. And this is like, this is like taking that King of Swords sword, putting the crown on top that he's wearing, and there you go. It's like truth and clarity to the max. And this is through conversation. It's like you go right to the horse's mouth. Maybe it was a rumor. Maybe it was something that you're just picking up on intuitively. But you go right to the horse's mouth. You have this conversation. Even though they brought you a lot of joy, there was something else in the mix. Under the sun is the Knight of Cups. They were sincere. Okay, this is what the universe needs you to know, is that they were sincere when they came forward with the love offer. This offer, even to start dating, even to go to coffee, even to whatever it was. When they came forward, male or female, they were very sincere, as you were too. So they weren't out to play you, so to speak, okay, if that's what you're thinking. But it's as something on the realms of that, because I have the Seven of Swords here under the Five of Swords. Looking back at them, you feel like they weren't telling you the truth, that they were being sneaky, that they were being maybe deceitful in their actions, and go right to it. That's what you're doing. You're going right to seeking the truth and the clarity about this matter that your intuition is telling you need to approach them about this and get to the truth and clarity. So you do. This is the Eight of Swords, right next to the Seven of Swords, right under the Ace of Swords. I don't think I've ever seen so many swords in the first part of somebody's reading like this. So the swords are so important in your reading, Capricorns. The Eight of Swords is like feeling bound, feeling like you couldn't see. You see the blindfold? You can't see. You don't know there's all these swords of truth and clarity right behind you, all around you, practically. You're bound. You're feeling like there's nothing that you can do. But you broke free. And it was this feeling, the Seven of Swords feeling, that they were being deceitful towards you. So you had to come out. You had to, go right to them and ask for that truth and that clarity with your sword up in self-defense, because it was something that was not serving you if it is true. I'm taking out the second part of this reading. I'm hoping to get the results of what happens here for Capricorns. Oh my gosh. I'd be confused too. Okay, so Capricorns, up here in your highest energy is the Ace of Cups. This is what your sword's up all about, because you're falling in love with this person. Like I said, you do have that huge cup of love, being the magician. There's a lot of love associated with joy and this new beginning with somebody. You're falling in love with this person. So when you caught wind, or however it happened, of this Seven of Swords energy, this deceitful energy, sneaky, lying, cheating, stealing, it could be just about anything, but it's deceitful. That's when your sword goes up. And you're getting to the bottom of it. Part of the reason your sword is up is this Knight of Wands, male or female, running in and out of your life. I don't think they were very stable in your life, but you had a lot of joy when they were. So I think they ran in and out of your life. This is a wand. It's like a staff of passion. It's also a wand of new beginnings and fresh starts, which is what the sun is all about. So it's like they run in with this wand of fresh starts and new beginnings and run out with the staff of passion. So they weren't very grounded in your life, even though it was, you had a lot of good times with them, Capricorn. But it caused a lot of confusion here. It's about, is this relationship ever going to feel grounded? Is it ever going to be stable and just kind of get on, get balanced here? Because that running in and out of your life is confusing. And it's look at the ships. I mean, they're just bouncing around the water out there. Now, waters are emotion. And so it throws you off. And it's like you're on a high when they're around, and when they're gone, you're on a low, and then it's just a roller coaster ride all over the place. So this is the energy they brought into the relationship, besides all this joy and this fresh beginning. And they did come in sincerely, but it's like it's just not playing out that way. It started that way. I have the 8 of Cups next to the Ace of Swords. Yeah, look at this. And the 5 of Cups surrounds the entire reading. I feel like you walked away. I feel like you kind of, whatever the truth was, you turned your back on them, on the love that you have for them. And you're walking right towards the Wheel of Fortune. Haha. This is something you needed to happen through the universe. There's bigger fish to fry out there for you. There is more that the universe needs for you to do. So I think this is just a temporary relationship. The wheel for the better. It turns for the better, and it's spinning. And it's trying to pull you forward. And it is pulling you forward. Okay? Away from the Knight of Wands energy. It's pulling you away from this Page of Cups energy. This can be a card for Pisces. Pisces might be strong in your chart or in their chart or around this reading. But the Page of Cups, it's like when this relationship first started, there were the Knight of Cups. They were very sincere in coming in. But things were changing. Things were, that happens. And so their love, their sincereness, kind of got muddled up here a bit. They wound up with a fish in the cup. Tainted. It's tainted love. There's not enough room for love in their cup anymore. So this Knight of Cups, when they came in sincerely, actually became more immature as time went along and turned into the Page of Cups. This Wheel of Fortune is helping you to move right past that, right past all this confusion, right past the Knight of Wands, right past the 7 of Swords, this 8 of Swords, and I have Temperance under the 8 of Cups and next to the 8 of Swords. Now Temperance is the card for Sagittarius, so Sagittarius might be strong in your chart, might be strong around this reading in their chart, someplace. But the energy is what's most important. Your guardian angels and spirit guides are hard at work. They've got you surrounded. They're looking out after you. They're helping to guide you. They're helping you to move forward from this relationship. They're mixing this potion back and forth, back and forth. They're trying to get you away from the volcano? That's like a tower moment here. They're trying to get you to heal. They're trying to get you got one foot still in the emotional side, and you have one foot on the ground. They want both your feet on the ground. They need you grounded. The universe needs you to become grounded again. It's like there's something else for you to do out there, or someone else, one of the two. This wheel here and Temperance is getting you away from this kind of energy, the 6 of Pentacles. And this is like being breadcrumbed in a relationship. So this person comes in, it starts out really great, but it's just fizzling out. And your intuition told you, and you went to the horse's mouth, which is them, and you got the truth, And you're going to go your own way. You're going to move forward away from being breadcrumbed in this relationship. Like I said, it just throws your scales way off balance. That's what temperance is here to help you try to do, is get rebalanced. They need both your feet on the ground. I don't know what's in store for you, but something is, and that's where you're headed. Well, I have the 8 of Pentacles next to the 6 of Pentacles. So this is working on yourself, focusing on your own security and stability, building your life. It's under the Page of Cups. So you're not even focusing on this anymore. And you're not focusing on the 6 of Pentacles anymore. You're just, they're getting you to this place where you're just going to start focusing on your own stability and security here. And just focusing on your work. You're building something. You're building on your life. Let me take out one more card for your reading. Yeah, the 3 of Pentacles. So the 3 of Pentacles, see, it's a black card. You weren't seeing eye to eye on something. I have the 7. You know, there could have been a third party. I now have enough cards to say that there's a possibility of a third party with the Knight of Wands and the 7 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. And yeah, I have enough cards to say there could have been a third party, or at least someone who is interfering in this relationship. It doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a mother. It could be a child. It could be a friend. It can be just about anything. It can be a non-adamant, like an addiction, a gambling addiction, or some type of drug or alcohol addiction. Whatever it was not serving this relationship, and it was causing problems in the relationship. That's what got you to get your sword up. That's what got you to rush forward and get that truth and clarity. Because you were falling in love with whoever this was or is, you know. And so, you know, this universe, you can feel the universe pushing and pulling and whispering in your ear for you to move forward. And that's part of the energy that you're feeling. You have much better things ahead of you. And what they want you to do is just get grounded and start focusing on you, just you, for a minute, okay? So Capricorn, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance.